You hear a secondary shot. At that time, you'll stop and return to the starting line. When you do pass through the chute, make sure you pass all the way through it. Check both sensors at the finish line. Command will be on your mark, and then the starting device will go off. On your mark.
The cross-off boys are off, our second and final cross-off race of the day. And there is all kinds of young talent in this race. This race is a finish that's even half as good as we saw in the cross-off girls race. We will be in for a treat. Some teams to look out for. Claremont has quite a few really good runners in this race, including Justin Chen and Rafael Saucedo. Also can't count out Lacerna, William Rodriguez, and Christopher Barron, all sub-16 in the 3 mile. And then Mountain View with 4 guys who are all sub-16 in the 3 mile, running very well at Woodbridge earlier in the season. So this should be a fun team race as well as an individual showdown. This Division 1 through 3 girls cross-off race. Girls cross-off team race clear now as far as the results are concerned. Mountain Valley finishing in 3rd place with a score of 140. Claremont in 2nd with a score of 119, and then Buchanan, one of the great programs, not only in California, but in the United States. Doesn't look like they'll be going away anytime soon, as their cross-off team just won the Division 1 through 3 girls cross-off race with a score of 82, defeating second place Claremont by 43 points. Through a half mile, it's Austin Makovich of Oak Ridge out in front, followed by John Kelly of Jesuit, and then a couple of Buchanan kids, Emerson Alvarado Cruz and Jeremy Sempri. Good on. Makovich, our current leader, ran 17:31 in 3 miles at the Gold Mine Invitational at the end of September. So it's going to take quite the PR here, quite the performance to win this race. You should expect the winner of this race to possibly break 16. Right now, Makovich trying to show the world that he deserves to be noticed here as far as the realm of cross-shock runners in the state of California. So Makovich trying to show this isn't an early race fluke. He's still in the lead through around 1,000 meters. Makovich followed by John Kelly of Jesuit and then Leo Silverstein of Homestead. Makovich running with a couple of guys who have very impressive times. John Kelly ran Leo Silverstein ran 15:14 at Woodbridge. He has gone sub 4:30 in the mile at track. So Makovich with a couple of very fast young runners. Let's see if he can hang on. Makovich through the mile, sub 5, 4:59. He's followed by Kelly around the 5-minute mark. So Makovich breaks 5 here in his first mile. These runners now making their way up the first of 2 challenging hills here at the Woodward Park course. So Makovich, he's only broken 4:45 once on the track. He ran 4:40 at the SFL Varsity Championship. So he just ran 19 seconds slower than his mile PR in the first mile of this race. And if you look at his average mile, he's around a 4:45 guy, so he's not that much slower in his first mile here than what he usually runs on the track in 1,600 meters. We have a change up front as John Kelly of Jesuit has taken the lead. This is around 2,000 meters out there on the course. And we have a big pack up front. It's a pack of 4 guys, 2 chasers. We'll see if this pack comes together. If it does, we are going to be in for quite the tactical battle as we get closer and closer to the home stretch of this 5K course. Broke 16. 3 of them, including Smith, breaking 15:30 on the extremely fast Woodbridge course down in Southern California. And speaking of Mountain View, they are now 1, 2, 3 at the front of this race. That's going to come together to get closer and closer to ascending Killer Hill. Jack Gallion of Mountain View now out in front. Gallion, who ran 15:24, beating his teammate Smith, who's in second place by 0.9 seconds at that Woodbridge race. Chase Loheck, who ran 15:31 at Woodbridge and has a sub 450 1,600 PR. He's the 3rd Mountain View kid. So Mountain View 1, 2, 3 right now, but it's still a pack of 5 all together as they begin the ascent of Killer Hill. So this pack, as they're getting closer and closer to the 2-mile mark, continuing to run together. Easton Smith still in the lead here for Mountain View. And it looks like the 5th runner in that pack of 5 is Keegan Butler of Jesuit. The other Jesuit contestant here in our front pack. And now that pack is starting to separate a little bit. We have a leader up front. He put himself out there. We'll see if he can finish it off. It looks like that's Smith, Easton Smith of Mountain View, coming through 2.1 miles at 11:04. Then it's Leo Silverstein of Homestead, followed by Gallion, Kelly, and Lohek. So that's our top 5. Smith, Silverstein, Gallion, Kelly, and Lohek. Smith with a 2-second advantage over Silverstein. And then Gallion 7 seconds behind our leader Smith. Kelly right there with him. And then Lohek 8 seconds behind. So 8 seconds to separate our top 5. It should be quite the finish as they have 1 mile to go. So Smith still in the lead from Mountain View. Mountain View sending a message here in this frost soft race. Their top 3 guys all in the top 5, and they are led by Easton Smith. Again, he ran 15:24 at Woodbridge in September. And he is looking to run a very fast time. He has yet to run a 5K this year, so whatever he runs, it'll be his 5K PR, and I think it'll be a very impressive PR as he makes it closer to the finish. But this race is not over, although Smith has about a 7-second advantage now over Silverstein. As we saw in the Frost Soft Girls race, that advantage can go away very quickly if Silverstein has a final push here in the last 1,000 meters. Smith still in the lead as he makes his way through the whoop-de-doos towards the Christmas trees. Those whoop-de-doos named aptly because they're rolling hills, and if you go up them and come down, whoop-de-doo. So it looks like it's going to be a 2-man race. Smith and Silverstein a little over a minute away from the finish line. In less than a minute, you guys are going to all be able to see them come down the concrete portion of the finishing stretch here and make their way towards the iconic green grassy stretch towards the finish line here at Woodward Park. Smith running on the dirt shoulder about 400 meters away from the finish. He has now stepped onto the concrete. Once again, it is Smith and Silverstein. And they should appear in frame here any second. And there they are, folks. Everyone at the finish. You guys can see Easton Smith trying to finish off a very impressive effort. He made it through just short of the 2-mile mark. And up to this point, he has hung on, and it looks like he will continue to hang on for the win here in the Division 1 through 3 frost-off race at the Clovis Invitational. Easton Smith about a step on to the grass. It looks like he won't quite break 16, but it's still going to be a very impressive time for Smith, the sophomore out of Mountain View. Here he comes. He'll go sub 16:15 at 16:12. Silverstein, who proved to be his best challenger, comes in second place, just north of 16:20. This should be a pretty good race for third here. John Kelly, the Jesuit, looks behind him. Looks like he's safe as he gets third place. And it's Chase Blowheck, followed by two more teammates. Jack Gallion of Mountain View comes through. All these boys still sub 17. Come on, boys, you can go sub 17. Gotta make it through. So our top 10 all breaking 17. That's the top 14 in this race, all broke 17, which is a great feat on this very tough Woodland Park 5K course. In 10th place from Rio Mesa, Luis Felipe Ochoa, 16:51. In 9th place, Justin Chan of Claremont, 16:50. In 8th, Owen Dickens of Homestead, 16:48. 7th, Theo Vaughn, 16:47 for Mountain View. In 6th, Kenji Ross of Crescenta Valley at 16:45. 5th, Jack Gallion of Mountain View. He was up there with the leaders at 16:43. And then Chase Loex gets 16:39 for Mountain View. John Kelly of Jesuit third at 16:37. Leo Silverstein of Homestead at 16:21. And Easton Smith of Mountain View at 16:12. Well, I would say it's pretty safe to wager that Mountain View is probably going to come up with a win here in the team division. We'll make sure to give you the final team results as soon as we have them. Once again, a fantastic race here in the boys frost-off division. And up next, we have the championship of Division 1 JV girls. So stay tuned for that race in just a few moments.
Alright, if you're coming to that section, to the starting area, make sure you're behind that line or on the concrete, please. Don't assume we will stop the race if the runner goes down, but if you're a secondary cut next time, you'll stop the starting line. All the way through, so both sensors pick up your time. My command will be on your mark. On your mark.
Well, it's been a great weekend of racing so far. We have four more great races here for you today on day 2 of the 46th Annual Clovis Invitational. First up, the championship in Division 1 JV Girls. making their way out of the course. So these are all the junior varsity runners from the teams that we saw earlier in the championship and Division I varsity divisions. So all these ladies, contenders to run varsity later in the year on very elite teams. And I'm sure a lot of these ladies want to send a message here in this race that they can be members of those elite varsity teams as we get closer and closer to the cross-country postseason. The team results in the boys cross-talk race coming into clear view. For top three, in third place, Lucerna with a score of 122. It's a close race between them and Crescenta Valley for second. Crescenta Valley taking second, beating Lucerna by 2 points. They scored 120. And then just a dominant outing for the Mountain View boys cross-talk team as they scored 29 points and take home the win, defeating their nearest challenger, Crescenta Valley, by 91 points. Molly Hucks of J. Sarah, followed by her teammate Maria Hardman, and then from Great Oak, Brooklyn Osborne. So that is our top three, and they have separated themselves from the rest of the pack very early here. We'll see if it is these three who contend for the win, or if someone from that back pack will make it an even more interesting race at the front. Hucks, who ran 18:14.6 at the PR City Invitational, and as the meet name suggests, that is her PR. So she has an impressive 3-mile time. Hardman behind her ran 18:01.7 at Woodbridge. She actually ran varsity in that race. Again, a J. Sarah team that is very, very deep. And now these ladies are approaching the 1,200 meter mark. Sarah right now comprising the entirety of the top three. Molly Hucks, Maria Hardman, and Sophie Tonks. The J. Sarah trio, all three of them out in front. So it's a pack of 4 right now up front as they approach the mile mark. The 3 J. Sarah girls, and then Alexa Almodovar is on the bus from Miracosta as she's trying to follow this J. Sarah trio and see if they can help her along through this 5K course. They're coming through the mile right now. Our top 4 girls all in that low 540 range. So much like the last race we saw with the boys Frost saw, we have a clear pack up front. We'll see who out of this top 4 will make a move and take command of this race. So a changing of the guard, not in team, but in individual. Sophie Talks has taken the lead as she's trying to pick up that pack of 4. She is out in front. Her teammate, Maria Hardman, is following the move. So right now it's Tonks and Hardman at the front of the race. There's a chase pack of 3 girls behind those top 2. And the 3 girls behind Tonks and Hardman are not out of it by any means. There's probably around 5 seconds separating first place and 5th place right now. So this race right now, as it's developing, looks like it's going to be very exciting as we get close to the halfway mark. 3rd place, Brooklyn Osborne. We saw her up in the front pack early in the race. She got left behind by the initial pack of 4, but she has made the jump, and she is now up in this front pack of 5.
Christy's still here too. I was on a long break.
How's Kira? She okay?
Yeah. So it wasn't even her kids this time, it was her breathing.
Oh no.
But when she pushed herself too much. She had half mile left.
So Hardman and Tonks still out in front. They're on the concrete now that leads up towards Killer Hill. The 2 J. Sarah girls, both moving together. It was Tonks who made the aggressive move first, and Hardman has followed, and now Hardman has taken the lead, and it looks like she's putting in a move now as they get up on the dirt, about to make their ascent up Killer Hill. So Hardman trying to see if she can pull one on her teammate Tonks here, and Hardman is creating a bit of an advantage for herself. She's put about 2 seconds between herself and her teammate as she starts her ascent over the iconic Killer Hill.
They'll take the flags down. The powder, yeah. Oh, yeah.
As Hardman goes up Killer Hill, Tonks is starting to make up a lot of that advantage. And then Brooklyn Osborne of Great Oak, I believe that's Osborne. There is a third contender. That actually might be Almodovar of Miracasa, who's made her way up in the top 3. And it looks like this pack of 3 is going to come together before the top of the hill. So Tonks, who recovered nicely from Hardman's move as they go up the hill, and then Almodovar, who used the hill to her advantage, she has gotten herself up to the front of the race.
Okay, tell Angel.
The lady is getting closer and closer to the mile mark. They come through spot 5. It's still Hardman in front, but Almodovar has now made a move. She has taken second on the ascent. Tonks is in third. I think this pack of 3 is going to come together before the finish. And we're going to be in for a showdown in the final mile. In fact, they just came through the mile at around 12:30. So they'll be at the 2.1 mile mark here any minute.